So here we are, another year in the books. 2017 was a great year for the Japanese role-playing game. We've seen some great releases in 2017, we've got even better one, if you can believe that or not, happening in 2018. But we always gotta look back on the year that was and recognize the greatness. So here we are, the top 5 JRPGs of 2017. By the way people, this is my top 5 list, so don't get all bent out of shape if whatever game isn't on the list. I'm sure that game is great and I want to hear all about it in the comments below. So with that being said, let's proceed with my list, shall we? And disclaimer, I've been getting over a cold recently, so if I sound a little bit more shittier than usual, well, that's why. Number 5. Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. You know, I really didn't want to put a game that was initially released over a decade ago on this list, but I can't really deny how good this remaster was. Having improved graphics, 60 frames per second, tweaks to the gameplay to make things easier, a fast mode to get through the game's dungeons much faster, able to customize your characters into any class you want so you can build a team that gels well together, with an AI customization that I still think is the best in any game that uses AI controlled companions. This is of course the definitive version of Final Fantasy XII. Now, I know a lot of people don't have much love for 12, but give this version a shot. It's got great characters, vast world, and numerous side quests. Final Fantasy XII will keep you engaged for a long time. Number 4. Tales of Berseria. If there was an award for most slept on JRPG of 2017, Tales of Berseria would be it. I still feel people are not giving this game the time of day since Tales of Berseria left such a foul taste in their mouths. But I assure you, this game makes up for the mess that Tales of Berseria left in its wake. Not a story about saving the world per se, but rather a story soaked in vengeance. Velvet wants blood for the death of her younger brother, and she's not going to let anyone stand in her way. She's accompanied by a group of charismatic individuals whose goal lines in with hers. I mean, Magilou is just a delight. I mean, I didn't care for her much at first, but as I spent more time in the game, she inevitably grew on me. Not only does Tales of Berseria return to form on the story side of things, but on the gameplay side as well, sporting a battle system that is less overly complicated than Berseria. The experiment of having battles take place where you stand on the field has been scrapped for a better, more return to traditional swap to a fixed arena style that JRPGs might be known for, making the bad camera angles of Berseria a thing of the past. You don't have to worry about having 2 mandatory party members like you did in Berseria, but now you can switch out the characters on the fly and in mid-combo. Tales of Berseria just one-ups Berseria at every turn, not just making it a better game than its extremely experimental predecessor, but just making it a better than average JRPG. If you're still hurt by Tales of Berseria, you don't have to be wary of Berseria, and if you're looking for a good JRPG to play, Berseria just has you covered. And a huge plus to this game for voice acting almost every single line of dialogue. Number 3. Nier Automata. Nier Automata is not a game I was expecting to see so high on this list. I never had much love for the original Nier, but Nier Automata caught my attention for reasons. Yeah. Okay, but all jokes aside, Nier Automata initially caught my attention for its silky smooth combat. Playing this game is an absolute joy, making quick work of your enemies with satisfying combos, intense boss battles, and a story that just tugs at your heartstrings, and it all coming together with a masterful soundtrack. Nier Automata is a special breed of video game, switching from action games to side-scrolling beat-em-up to a bullet hell shoot-em-up in the blink of an eye. Automata has many elements to keep your attention for a long time, and it's a game I highly recommend. But don't think you can play this game after beating it once. There are many endings to unlock to keep you coming back to the game to see how the final moments of the story play out. Playing the game once just doesn't do it justice. You have to play it multiple times to get the true ending. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as action RPGs go, Nier Automata is pretty high up there. Number 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, if you've been following my channel for the past year, you would know that I didn't have much hope for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 releasing this year. And I'll say it once again, I'm so glad I was wrong. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is in many ways just a perfect JRPG I was looking for. A huge open world to explore, fun characters to watch as the suspenseful story unfolds, excellent strategy combat to keep me going for hours on end. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I just feel like, is a love letter to JRPGs of back in the day. Not going all the way back to the NES or even PS1 era of JRPGs, I'm talking more of the PS2 era. I felt back then JRPGs were just untamed. Like back then the developers didn't care about anything going on within the genre or trying to please a certain crowd, not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, not using an idea or using an idea because it might be popular and will net you extra sales. Back then I feel developers were making games because they thought it was cool or it was interesting and just wanted to make the best possible game they could make. And that's how I feel about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I feel that it just shows that with its really anime moments, with its some of the cutscenes, and then some character designs that are just completely out there and outrageous. And I love their completely out there style and outrageous designs of some of these characters. I absolutely adore it. Now Xenoblade Chronicles 2 isn't perfect by any means, no, far from it, and despite its problems, and trust me, there are problems with this game, I still thoroughly enjoyed all the hours I sank into this game. The game is certainly not for everyone, but if you like what you see and you have a Nintendo Switch, you're looking for a JRPG to play on your Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has you covered. And number 1, Persona 5. Persona 4 was a game that was loved by many fans of the JRPG genre, and Persona 5 keeps that love alive and spreads it to new fans that maybe didn't even give the genre a shot. Persona 5 stole all our hearts. Being my most anticipated game of the year, Persona 5 shattered all my expectations. Stylish graphics and presentation, awesome characters, and a marvelous story, Persona 5 doesn't stray too far from the formula that Persona 4 refined when it comes to its gameplay, setup, and battle. Persona 5 just steps a bit further. This is how you make a sequel to a game. I love this game from start to finish. Atlus has once again made a special game that will go down in history as one of the best JRPGs ever made. I would love to go back and play Persona 5 again, but seeing as I already platinumed the game and already defeated the secret boss on the hardest difficulty setting, mind you, that's what a JRPG god does. You can look at those videos here. But yeah, there's really not much for me to go back to. Or maybe I should just go back to it to just bask in its greatness once again. I don't know. Anyway, people, that is all for this list of the top 5 JRPGs of 2017. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What is your game of the year or JRPG of the year for 2017? I would really like to know. And guys, be sure to hit that like button. I got more content coming to you in 2018, so please hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time very soon. Peace.